conferences dedicated to the support of midwifery, including meetings of the Midwives Alliance of North America. My active involvement in midwifery activism throughout my study also heightened my awareness of another aspect of feminist ethnography that I have long admired: the effort on the part of many feminist researchers to situate their own background, experience, and commitments with reference to those who participate in their research. For me, the value of this endeavor is in demonstrating that feminist ethnography is never an objective enterprise. We all come to our research with our own backgrounds, which allow us, to invoke the words of feminist biologist and philosopher Donna Haraway, our own distinctively situated knowledges and uniquely partial perspectives. As a white researcher who came from a largely upper-middle-class socioeconomic background, it was initially easy to fit in with many local and national midwifery organizers who often shared similar backgrounds. Yet, feminist, scholarly, and activist work has long demonstrated the importance of addressing the diversity of women's experiences, particularly as they relate to race, class, nation, and sexuality. Although midwifery organizers are frequently characterized in the media, and sometimes by scholars and activists themselves, as a relatively homogeneous group, white, middle-class, North American, married, and heterosexual women, I heard significant differences in the experiences and expectations of individual women when I interviewed home-birth mothers in Virginia. The unevenness of their experiences was particularly profound regarding women's encounters with medical officials, legislators, and other midwifery supporters, as well as their reasons for seeking midwives. Thus, I found myself troubled by the way some organizers heralded the midwifery movement as a partnership of sisters in struggle. If we assume that women are all oppressed in similar ways and that race, class, and sexuality only complicate a fundamental gender oppression, it does not require that relations of domination between women be taken into account. In an effort to unite my ardent support of the midwifery movement and my concerns about oversimplifying women's collective and individual efforts to support midwives, I have worked in this book to acknowledge and at times to highlight difference in a group that is not always as uniform as it may first appear. As I became more involved in my fieldwork, areas of difference in my relationship to Virginia's midwifery advocates also surfaced. Although, like many participants, I had been born in Virginia, I had moved away when I was 6. My father's job in the U.S. Foreign Service gave my family the opportunity to live and later return home to Austria, Germany, Taiwan, and Singapore, as well as Florida, Hawaii, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. In addition to providing an eclectic upbringing, this experience made Virginia simultaneously familiar and foreign soil. Like Leila Abu-Lughod, a Palestinian-American anthropologist who conducted research in the Middle East, I found myself in the peculiar position of being a Hafi, one who conducts research as both an insider and an outsider. Although some have criticized the supposed easy slide into subjectivity for researchers who share background or experience with participants in their studies, Abu-Lughod emphasizes how what we call the outside is also a position within a larger political historical complex. Thus, I was not surprised when the lines between my insider and outsider status became blurred at various points in my fieldwork. In fact, it became clear that my insider-outsider status was constantly under negotiation, oftentimes in unexpected and complicated ways. In one instance, for example, an organizer who had been born and raised in New York denied my access to a listserv to support Virginia midwives because I was not a Virginia citizen.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.